Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's going to be a bit of a different video. Instead of doing a plan with me, I'm going to actually do a flip through of my monthly and weekly views in May and how I planned in May. It's kind of a different video and I'm not sure how it's going to go exactly at this point, but I thought it'd be kind of a nice way to look back on what I've done all month and, like what kits I've used, the spreads I've used, and just to kind of get a really nice overview of what happened in that month. So without further ado, I'm just going to open up my planner and get started. This is the A5 planner by the Happiness Planner. It's pretty bare right now. I don't really like to do too much to it. This is the rose gold version, and I think what I'll first do is I'm going to flip to May. I usually don't keep more than 1 month in at a time just because it does bulk up the planner a lot, and because of the way it folds, you really just don't have that kind of room. So the first thing that you guys see right now is actually my, it's called a month at a glance. This sheet, all the inserts that I'm going to be showing you guys are by Jesenia Printables or the Planner Sophisticate, and this specific insert you're seeing right now is her month at a glance. It's in her starter bundle in gray, so it actually isn't a part of the weekly or monthly sets, and that's because what I like to do is before each month I like to kind of do this monthly view. Normally you'd write in important dates and important projects, I guess, that you have due, but I thought a good way for me to use it would be for memory keeping. I used to use my Erin Condren as a memory keeper, and I just found that it was a lot for me to memory plan every single week, and it just, for the amount of work it took, wasn't really like as rewarding as I wanted it to be. So I kind of switched to this. It's very similar to in the bullet journal community, I believe, a line a day. So pretty much every day I sit down and I kind of write something special that happened during the day, and it's really nice to kind of look back and see this page all filled up and really be able to see all the fantastic, all the little things that happened and all the, fun little memories. So I just did cover some of it up with this card by Cezavi, just because it is highly, highly personal, since, they're my memories for the entire month. So I hope you guys understand that. Flipping over, this is my monthly view. These are the monthly inserts by, again, Jesenia Printables. These are the Monday start, and they are the open boxes. She has a version where you have lines here and here to kind of close off the boxes, but I really wanted this spread to be very open, light, airy. This spread is used mainly, I use it functionally for things such as my paydays, but then I'll also use it for more memory planning and kind of events that happen that day. So I really like kind of the functional but still, fun and memory keeping kind of, I guess, combination it has going on. So this month I just pulled in a lot of kind of aquas, blues, and pinks, and then what I just do is I pull in some deco from a kit I maybe used that month to kind of tie it all in, and I find that looks really nice. So moving on, the first spread in May that I did, this was actually my first plan with me, was this spread by Two Little Bees. To quickly explain my planning style, I like to use one kit over 2 weeks. So in order for me to do that effectively and how I like it, I'll actually pull in half of the full boxes, and then I'll save the other 4 for another week. So this week I pulled in these 4, as you can see on the bottom, so the nice thing is I can actually use this kit again, which I really like. So this is how the first week is looking. It's pretty simple, very light, with the light pinks and the bold graphics. I think it was a really nice way to start off the month. And again, this week was really exciting because it was the first plan with me I did. So this was actually the first week as well. I did this system where I'll do, if I have errands or something to write, I'll write, do a Cezavi sticker that says, meet or write, and then I'll put these hexagons and use them as kind of a mini checklist, which I really like, especially on days when you know, like I had to go to the bank and go to the post office that day, and that was very specific to Thursday. So, you know, it had to be done on Thursday. I could obviously put it in my to-do section, but usually I kind of fill that up, as you can see, so I wouldn't have really had room to fit it in. So it's just a nice way for me to really utilize the spread as much as possible. So that is how that week is looking. Again, these are the weekly continuous inserts by the Planner Sophisticate. So by continuous, it means that, as you can see, one week goes directly into the other, which I really like. So moving right along, this kit is by Paper Dove Shop. I use this kit, it's actually a Valentine's Day kit, but I wanted to use it for Mother's Day since the colors and the style of the kit really reminded me of my mother, which I really liked. So this is how the kit is using. I really liked pulling in the foil headers on the bottom. I really like foil headers, but I find it can be a bit much for me personally, like using them in the entire spread. So I find a nice way to do it is to kind of alternate them with the regular headers. And that way you can kind of also use the other headers in another week and kind of stretch the kit, which is really nice. So this is how this week is looking. I definitely really like how it looks, and I think it's kind of nice to bring in some of these darker tones that you wouldn't typically use in the spring, summer months. So I think that's really nice. Also, I tend to do this a lot. I like to bring in these checklists by Cessa V. These are really nice to use if you've used the checklists in your kit already for 1 week, or if you want to maybe bring in a checklist and bring in some foil. I thought it kind of paired really well with the foil headers that I put above the full boxes. So that is how that week is looking. So moving right along, I didn't actually plan this spread on camera that week. I just kind of needed to sit down and plan by myself. So sorry about that, but I hope you guys understand. This week was a kit by, I believe, White Deer Stationery Co. She's a Canadian shop, which is really cool. And I was doing a lot of pink spreads, and at this point, I really wanted to do something that was a bit different and really kind of contrasted all the spreads I'd done before. This was also the first week that I used a double box, and I actually really like how it worked. I think for me, I can easily put a double box in on the weekend without a to-do list. That doesn't bother me at all. So definitely a nice spread. I really like the light blues and grays with the rose gold. I think that's a nice combination, and I really like how that worked all together. So that is how that is looking there. Also, a nice thing I'd like to mention is I really like in kits, as you can see here, I like to pull in deco as a way to mark things. I mean, I figure you might as well use as much of the kit as you can possibly. So I think it's a nice way to add a decorative element to the kit or your spread, but still kind of, you know, you're still using the stickers in the kit, which is really good. And just to add in, this kit was the kit that I did use in my monthly spread. I used the deco and kind of pulled in the aqua and pink tones from what was kind of going on in this kit. So these are the deco stickers that I used for my monthly as well. So that is that week. And then moving right along, this is a kit by Hello Simple Paper. On Monday, for us Canadians, it was Victoria Day, so sometimes we'll celebrate that by having barbecues and going out to get ribs and kind of celebrating that way. So that's what I did on Monday, which was really fun. So I really wanted to pick a kit that kind of went in line with what I was doing. I like to do that, like picking kits that kind of, you know, go with the plans I'm doing that week and kind of connect somehow. I think it just adds a lot of meaning to the spread. I remember when I was playing this week, I was really unsure about using the full box checklists. I thought they were going to be way too busy, and I was really unsure if I was going to like them and what I was going to do about that, if I was going to maybe pull in some other checklists, but I kind of went with it, and I pulled in this dotted washi, which I think really brought the spread together, and I actually really like the checklist. So it's kind of funny how things look a bit different in your spread than on the sticker sheet, and I mean, it's always good to take risks. So yeah, this is how this kit is looking. I really liked actually the bottom washi I pulled in for this kit. I thought it was a really simple pattern, but I thought it really paired very well with the kit. So that is how that week is looking. And moving right along, I believe this was the last week of May, and I guess the beginning of June. I just filmed a plan with me for this kit, so that should be up. I think I posted it last Sunday. This is the Cafe Blue kit by Glam Planner, and this kit, I actually really liked pulling in these silver foil headers with the normal header in the middle. I think it just kind of adds a really nice touch of silver foil, since I really wanted to bring that in with this kit. I hadn't really done any silver foil spreads, as you can see from the last few weeks, so I really wanted to kind of bring that in and try out using one of those, and I think this kit was perfectly paired and a really good one to use for that. I actually didn't use bottom washi for this kit, which was kind of nice, especially because the boxes are really busy. I think it kind of worked out well with you know, kind of airing up the spread and letting it breathe a bit more. Also, just to note, I did use, to line the boxes, the Erin Condren boxes are spaced a little smaller than this, so the double box doesn't generally fit the whole width, which is fine with me. I just kind of bring in some washi tape on the side. But it is important to note, I did use a glitter tape this week to stick down the boxes, and it kind of peeled up the sticker, like it wouldn't fully stick down on the glitter tape. Looking at it now, I think I did, but I think that might be because of the pressure of it kind of being closed on the sticker. But just a PSA, please don't use glitter tape on your double boxes, because it usually doesn't stick. So besides that, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Really short, but that's pretty much all there is. Yeah, I think it was kind of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I might post a sped through version on Instagram, just because it might be nice for people to see it on there. But if you enjoyed this, let me know, and if you want to maybe see more, let me know again, and I'll definitely get on that. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you another time. Bye.